Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at full join and we're going to be going through 3 examples as usual. So here we go.
Okay, so today we're going to be looking at full join. So full join basically selects all the records from both the tables, even if there's not a match. So the ones that there is a match with is going to be available on both sides of the table, but the ones without a match are just going to be null on the side where there's no data available. So here we're going to start with the first example. So we have create a list of students and their courses, including students not enrolled in any courses and courses with no students. So if I run it, then here you can see that we have all the students and their courses. And then down here, so for example, there's Alice and there's a bunch of students and there's Bob. And then there's so here you can see there's a course with no students, which is sleeping. And then there's a student, which is student 1, who has no course. That's null. So then we managed to get including students not enrolled in any courses and courses with no students. So we got both of the values. And all the other ones that are matching, you can see that we got the values for them. But here we just got null, as said. That's basically what full join does. Then next we have this example. So display all students and their majors, even if the student has no major and the major has no student. So here we have the name and the major name. So we'll go through it one by one later. But first I'll just run them. So here we have the students and their majors, and you can see here we have a major with no student and then students with no majors. So that's student 3, 15, 32, and 44, and then mechanical engineering has no students. So that's basically this one. So now we displayed students with no major and major with no students. And then lastly, we have find all courses and their enrollments, including courses with no enrollments and enrollments without valid courses. So if I run this, then here we have enrollment ID and then course name. So then there's all of these courses, they have enrollment ID with basically correct enrollment, and then there's one course which has no enrollment, so that's sleeping basically. So this one has no ID, but the rest of them do. So here we have select enrollment ID and course name from courses, and then full join enrollments. And then because both of them, as usual, have a common column, we're able to join both of them. Then over here, we have, this one was to display all students and their majors, even if the student has no majors and the major has no student. So here we have select name and major name from students and then full join majors on students major ID and majors major ID. So since both students and major have the column major ID, it's possible to do this. So we're basically taking name from students and then the major name from majors, and then both of the tables have major ID, so we're just joining them based on that. And then here we have the first one again. So this was to create a list of students and their courses, including students that are not enrolled in any courses and courses with no students. So that's basically select name and courses, and as we have encountered this many times, there's no common column between courses and students. So we have to use enrollment as usual for both of them. So then I'm selecting name and course name from courses, and then full join enrollments. So enrollments and courses have a column which is course ID. And then I'm doing full join students on student ID and enrollments are enrollment ID. So enrollments and student have another common column which is student ID. And enrollments and courses has a column which is course ID. And then I'm basically joining students with enrollments and courses with enrollments. And then taking we're not taking any columns from enrollments itself, but we're just taking the columns that we want from the tables that we want information from, which is basically courses and students. So that's basically how we're doing a full join on them. So full join basically, as said, they just take records from both the tables, even if there's not a match. So it just takes everything, like all the data from the table.